In the last 10 days, the Moodeng meme token on Solana went up by more than 700%. Let's have a look at what's driving this. Who's buying here? Who's selling here? Let's have a look at on-chain metrics and try to find data most people are not considering. So here we are currently at 26 cents. And since listing on CoinMarketCap on the 21st of September, we are up almost 700%. Now, since the liquidity pool had been opened on the 11th of September, the price increased more than 311,000%. So as usual, early adopters get most gains. The vast majority of profit had been made early. Now, Moodeng has now a market cap of 260 million. And with that, it's in similar territory to Sundog and GigaChat. And with a 2x, it would flip Nero and get close to Book of Meme and Cat in a Dog's World. With a 4x, we are close to Brett. With a 10x, we're flipping Bonk and rivaling Dog with Head. So that gives a first idea what the potential upside is. We're probably not going to see 100x from here, but a 10x, relatively speaking, wouldn't necessarily be completely unreasonable. Now, I'm not going to walk you through the website because the website doesn't give us any edge, right? This is a player versus player game, and we want to look at data most people do not have access to. And it's unlikely that that data is pictures of happy hippos. Now, let's first see at potential manipulation. On Twitter, we've got 55,000 followers. On Telegram, we've got 4,000 subscribers. Moodeng is one of the largest trending tokens with 4 million worth of liquidity, the largest of the pools. And it's got 28,000 holders. So this is somewhat in line with the following on Twitter. Now let's have a look at when those holders actually came to the token. So what we've got over here is the number of first-time traders versus recurring traders on any given day. And we see that especially the 17th of September had seen a massive influx of first-time traders. The 17th of September was over here. And it was still before listing on CoinMarketCap. We then saw quite a bit of a sell-off on the 19th, and that coincided with quite a bit of a drop in price, almost 50%. And now we are somewhat balanced again, with the price stagnating in the last 2 to 3 days. Now, I like to segregate demand and supply for retail investors versus whale investors, because if it's a smart money, right? If it's the big guys that are buying, this is potentially positive. Crypto is a game of both luck and skill, and the more it's being played, the more capital goes to the people with some skill. And so the people that have more money, they tend to also make the better call. So if the whales are accumulating, this is potentially good. And so here's the chart that does that segregation. It starts on the 10th of September, goes all the way to today, and we can see how the fraction of small retail tended to decline over time. Now, small retail means wallets that have less than $1,000 worth of the token. Medium-sized retail means the wallets between $1,000 and $10,000. Large retail between $10,000 and $100,000, and whales is everything above $100,000. And so what can we see here? When we take away small and medium-sized retail and we only look at the wallets that have at least $10,000 worth of the token, we see how this is nicely increasing over time. So the whales have more and more impact on the price. We can also see how the trading volume over time is still increasing. So instead of normalizing the trading volume to 100%, we can just look at this in US dollars. And yes, there had been a peak on the 27th, and this is also where the rally somewhat peaked. But it seems like we stay at an elevated level for quite a bit. And again, this is driven by the whales and by large retail. Now here's something fascinating. We can count the number of holders based on different holding thresholds. And if we just look at the number of whales, that's actually not going up. So on the left side, we see the number of wallets that have at least 10,000 Moodeng tokens. So that's currently at 4,000, and it's stagnated again at the 27th. For the chart in the middle, we go another 10x in minimum holding. So that's 100,000 tokens. For the chart on the right, we have a minimum holding of 1 million tokens. So at current prices, this equals a minimum holding of $2,600. This equals $26,000. This equals $260,000. So the number of whales is not going up, but the trading volume by those whales is going up. And check this out. This is the token balance held by different segments. So it's not more whales, but it's the existing whales that are simply buying more and more. And so what could be going on here? I believe that the centralized exchanges and that market makers continue to accumulate Moodeng, because it's not just anymore Radium where the token can be bought. We now have MEXC in the mix as well. We've also got XT.com, which is related to Binance. And we even have perpetual futures trading. So what I believe is going on here is that more and more of the token gets accumulated by the centralized exchanges, potentially increasing the volatility in the future, but definitely having an interest that at some point the price is higher than today. So what we've seen in the past was simply just accumulation by more and more people. We have seen organic growth. What we're going to see in the future will be less organic. It will be driven by the whales. It will be driven by the centralized exchanges, but it's unlikely that they're going to dump very quickly because, again, overall, the accumulation trend is still somewhat healthy. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. If you're interested in the tools that I used in this video, feel free to check out Premium. You can plug in any Solana token in this tool and look at the statistics yourself. Premium is down below. It's thatbitcoinstrader.com. Looking forward to seeing you there. Looking forward to also seeing you in the next video. Cheers.